There's no denying that when it comes to the Pokemon card hobby, there's no bigger chase than Charizard. But because of the popularity of this Pokemon, many Charizard cards do command quite the premium, and they can be unattainable for a lot of collectors. That's why in this video, I want to share 10 awesome Charizard cards that you can actually get for under $25. But if it's your first time here, my name is Luke, and after 20 years, I got back into collecting Pokemon cards to chase that feeling of nostalgia from my childhood. So I invite you to come along the journey with me by hitting that subscribe button below. Now there actually are quite a few Charizard cards that are worth less than $25, but in this video I want to share 10 of my favorite ones that you can get on the cheap, and I think they're worth adding to anyone's collection. So let's start out with the most inexpensive cards and work our way up to the $25 mark. So number one on our list is the Charizard V Full Art, which is the promo card that you get in the Champions Path ETB. Of course, this card is not particularly rare, but at $5.21, I think it's a really beautiful card to pick up for your collection, and if you haven't picked up this one yet, now might be a good time to do it. Number two, for only $6.20, you can pick up the brand new Charizard from the Trainer Gallery in Lost Origin. Now, this is a very unique side of Charizard that actually shows him with his trainer, actually just kind of cuddling with his trainer, something we don't see very often. And guys, I personally think this is probably one of the best Trainer Gallery cards that we have seen so far, and I just can't believe that it is so cheap. So if you haven't pulled this card yet, you may want to pick one up for that $6 price point. I personally prefer the Japanese version of this from VMAX Climax, but you can get the Japanese or the English card for about the same price. Number three, we have the Charizard and Braixen GX Tag Team card from Cosmic Eclipse, which features a phenomenal artwork. Honestly, it really reminds me of the original base set artwork with the way he's standing, only flipped. And sure enough, the illustrator is none other than Mitsuhiro Arita. Personally, I could probably even do without Braixen being in this card, but I still think it's a phenomenal artwork. For being one of the bigger chases in Cosmic Eclipse, I'm surprised to find that this card is only going for $7.55. At number four, we have the Illustrator Charizard, which is a Japanese exclusive promo card. Now this card is a result of the Pokemon Card Illustration Grand Prix, which was a contest open only to residents of Japan, where artists around Japan got to submit their illustration to be featured on a card. And of course, the winner was Jiro Sasumo with his iconic Charizard artwork showing the back from the trainer's perspective as Charizard battled on the stadium floor. These cards were handed out alongside your purchase from the Pokemon Center Japan, making this card not extremely rare, and of course, the price point does reflect that at around $8. But I personally think for Charizard collectors, this Japanese exclusive promo belongs in your collection. Next, we have the Restroom and Charizard GX Gold card. This was a previously unreleased card from the Japanese set Tag Team GX All-Stars, and I think we all kind of assumed that it was never going to come to English as some Japanese cards do. But last year, we were surprised to see that this card was released as a promo card in the Restroom and Charizard GX Premium Collection box, and so now you can pick up this card for only $10.68. But I have to say, the Restroom and Charizard Tag Team card that I like best is this one here from Unbroken Bonds. At just below $12, in my opinion, this may be one of the most underrated Charizard artworks of all time. I just think it's very tasteful the way Charizard is breathing fire alongside Reshiram, and the contrast of the blue and the red flame is just very awesome. I personally think that this is a must-have for your Charizard collection. Number 7 is a Charizard card that I haven't yet had the chance to pick up yet, but it is the Charizard from the Radiant collection, a subset from the set Generations. Now, what makes this card unique is it's actually one of a set of 3 cards where you actually see each stage of Charizard's evolution alongside his trainer who is growing up alongside of him, where first of all you have the Charmander card with a young version of his trainer, and you see the trainer and of course Charmeleon growing up in the next card, and then we finally see the mature trainer alongside his Charizard in this awesome little snowy scene right here. I just think this card is phenomenal. It's only $14.69 right now, and like I said, I do plan on picking one up as soon as I can. Like several of the cards on this list, I got this next card for a great deal on the Whatnot app. Now, Whatnot is the app featuring live streamed auctions where you can bid on Pokemon cards and often get some great deals. In fact, you want to make sure you use my link in the description below to get a $10 credit towards your purchase on there. You may be able to get $10 towards a Charizard card like this one right here, the Sun and Moon Promo 226. Now, this artwork is especially unique because it features a striped Charizard. And if you've seen Pokemon the first movie, you know that the stripes indicate that this is actually one of Mewtwo's clone versions of Charizard. So I think this card has a cool story behind it, and of course I love the Cosmo Hollow pattern on it. Definitely a great one to pick up at $21.38. Alright guys, we're getting down to the wire here. We are at number 9, which is the Radiant Charizard from the Pokemon Go set. Once a $100 card, the Radiant Charizard is now down to about $24. Of course, it's a shiny Pokemon, and it's illustrated by the artist who created the Blaziken alt art. I personally love that art style, and I personally love this card. And guys, finally, at number 10, we have the Special Delivery Charizard. Now, I have a confession to make. This card is actually worth closer to $50 right now. But believe it or not, there are still places where you can purchase a code to get a copy of this card for around $10 to $15. In fact, even just a few weeks ago, they were running for about $5. So I did want to include this card on the list because even though you can't get the card itself, you can purchase a code on the cheap. And I think it's a really great value because once you buy the code, all you have to do is spend $20 on the Pokemon Center website on any product that you're probably going to buy anyway. Just make sure you do it before the end of 2022. Again, I personally think that this card is a no-brainer. Not only does it feature Charizard, but it also features Pikachu, the two most important characters in the entire franchise. So the combination of these two Pokemon featured on a single card makes this card probably very undervalued right now. I wouldn't sleep on this deal to get a code and then go and purchase one. Before you budget collectors out there, I really hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments below which cards you plan on picking up, and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe below if you did find this video helpful. Check out one of the videos here on screen for more Pokemon card content, and lastly, I want to let you know that no matter what you're going through, you are not alone. God is with you and He loves you, and we do too. I'll catch you next time.